Like, Americans are obsessed with black people. It's clear. Even the race ones. We are obsessed with black people.
White people are obsessed with black people.
Why are these people always looking for a way to put black people on the line in all of this? Like, you guys are the ones that caused everything that is playing out right now. Why are you still putting them in the front line, telling them, go, 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 let's keep pushing you guys to keep going, when you are the whole cause of everything that is happening? Instead of you to take up yourself, okay, pick up yourself and do the needful. You are now calling on people who are like telling you we are resting to go do the work for you. Like, how possible is that? Anyway, guys, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I'm going to let the rest of the videos today roll, then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit to all creators on this video. Please do well to like and subscribe, and don't forget to drop your take in the comment. Let's go watch.
Question: why do white people hate black people so much? I have been in situations where I've been surrounded by nothing but white people, and this conversation has come up. The race conversation has come up, and no one ever has an actual reason as to why they hate black people. There's always these, oh, black on black crime, oh, they're lazy, oh, they're this, but it's not actually, there's no legitimacy behind their reasoning. It's just shit that they've heard and they're regurgitating. And so, long story short, it really comes down to there is no reason. It's a deep-seated jealousy, a deep-seated hate that, you know, black people exude greatness. Black people are the great inventors. Black people are the beginning of the human race, the Eve gene. And white people have worked so hard to erase the history and erase the greatness of the black race. Down to even when things are invented, the majority of things that are invented were invented by a black person. But yet the white race has actually erased the original inventor from history and have put their names on things that they had no business putting their names on.
Family, please listen to something that Donald Trump said in regards to our National History, African American Museum and History and Culture in DC. You know that he is removing many of the artifacts out of there, return them to their owners, because he says museums in our nation's capital should be places where individuals go to learn, not to be subjected to ideological indoctrination or divisive narratives that distort our shared history. First of all, that is such ignorance. So you're saying that you want to remove what really happened in American history because it's divisive, but yet you all had a problem when we were telling you all you need to remove the Confederate flags, remove these Confederate statues because they were divisive. You know, when I first saw this, that what the president and many of his racist cohorts are trying to do, they're trying to erase us. We know that. And at first I got angry and then I got nervous, but then I got quiet. And I said, you know what? God is not going to allow this. Black people will never be erased, and more so our ancestors won't. See, white people, I'm explaining something to you all, especially you racist white folk. God has given you all ample enough time to turn away and repent from your evil, wicked ways, and also to repent on behalf of your ancestors. But you still refuse to do it, and you still sit in your white evangelical nationalist churches and preach this God of love. But yet you want to erase history. If your history is so bad and you are so good now, why can't you teach that, hey, this is what we used to be. This is how we used to treat blacks. This is how we used to treat Native Americans. This is how we used to treat Jews. But now we have learned. You know why you can't do that? Because you have not learned. You haven't. I'm telling you, white folk, your day of reckoning is coming. But it's not coming from where you think. See, our ancestors have been quiet in their graves. They have been quiet. And see, many of you all, you don't believe in all of that, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you what I know. You keep removing our artifacts. Removing our artifacts from this museum is like troubling a cemetery. And I'm telling you now, God is not pleased and the ancestors are not pleased. See, we battle a spiritual war, right? So you can sit up here all day long and read your Bibles and quote your little verses while you sit in your white churches, drive your little Harley Davidson gang to your white churches while you sit in the pews drinking your coffee and looking so smug and arrogant. But when judgment starts falling on your home and on your church and on your people, don't look at us. Because God said, I've given these people enough time, and they still have not repented for the sins of their forefathers. And for that, judgment must come. So black folk, this is a little troubling that they're going to remove stuff, but hey, we're not attached to things, right? It doesn't matter. Because you can take away artifacts, you can do whatever you want, but you can never take away the sincerity, the passion, the vigor, the brilliance of our people. And you damn sure not going to stop our next generation. Racist white folk, watch yourself. You are sinners in the hands of an angry God, and he is not pleased with you.
White people are obsessed with black people. Two things. Number one, the demographic that is the most afraid of the specific demographic that I'm talking about, they are the only demographic that will go up to the danger because they hate it so bad. Does that even make sense to you? Second thing, the demographic that wants the most attention is the most afraid to be seen. Meaning, when a white person is driving and they notice a black person is across from them and they are afraid to make a turn, left or right, they are afraid that the black person is perceiving them and sees them as an idiot. Which 9 times out of 10 they are. But at the end of the day, it always rings true. White people are absolutely obsessed with black people.
Have you guys seen that video that's going around of a black lad walking around in his neighborhood, and then he's being followed by a group of white people asking him why he's there, because they particularly felt that he shouldn't be in this neighborhood. He repeatedly said to them, this is my neighborhood. They're constantly following him and harassing him for being in that particular neighborhood. Now, this is a public road. Even if it wasn't his neighborhood, this is a public road. This is how scary, you have to be fearful of us, our black men, where they go. Because, anything could have happened. He had his mobile phone and he filmed it. He was filming it. And there was this one man, he drove up in his car like Starsky and Hutch. Yes, I'm that old, I remember Starsky and Hutch. And went for a gun. It was one of the other men that stopped him. But they were there harassing this guy. He's walking, minding his own business and harassing him. He's in his own neighborhood. His mother has now put a statement out that says, yes, they do live in the neighborhood. And he went out for a walk so he can have a word, speak to his girlfriend privately on his phone. And why is it white people are so scared of black people? What is it? If you're white and you're watching this, let me know. What is the problem with you and black people? Why are you so scared? And why is it that you have to harass our men, right, in particular, right? Why are you so scared? There's good white people and there's bad white people. There's good black people and there's bad black people. We're not all the fucking same. What is it that's going on? Why? And you're going to be called out because now we've got social media, we've got mobile phone, and we'll film that shit, right? So you're going to be called out. It's particularly disturbing because, anything can happen. What about the lad they found hanging from a bridge, or was it a tree or something? He didn't put himself there. He was at work. He was in his work. He was working. This is the thing in this day and age, 2024, and we have to be fearful for our men and women when they're out on their own. This is crazy, and the government need to do something about this. This cannot go on.
Black Americans are the only group that fights back against white supremacy. No other group fights back against white supremacy. Every other group tries to thread the line and not say too much. You go through Vivek Ramaswamy's comic section and it's just white people telling him to go back to India, that they don't want him here, calling him a G. You go through FBI Director Kash Patel's comic section on Twitter and it's them doing the same thing, telling him to go back to India. He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't have the job. He's DEI. We're the only, even the Indians don't fight back, the Hispanics don't fight back, the Asians don't fight back. Black Americans are the only group that fights back against white supremacy. It's always been like that. I think it will always be like that. And that's just what it is. No one else does, everyone else just puts their hands up and says, okay, cool, you're white, so this is just how it has to be. It's awful to see. Because I was just looking at Kash Patel's comment section this morning. I'm just why is he just letting white people talk to him like this? But then again, on that side, that's what you have to do. You have to just let white people just berate you and destroy you and tell you ain't shit and you don't say nothing about it.
All this while, these guys have always believed that they are superior. They have the best ideology about life. They can fight for themselves. Black folks had nothing they're doing for them, and now they are the ones calling on them for help. Why are you calling on the same people that you feel you have never done anything good for you? You feel have always, taking and taking and taking from the government. They have been the one taking the aid. You remember when the whole food stamp thing was happening last month, and a lot of them were everywhere freaking out and finding out that they are actually on food stamp, not just black folks, okay? Yeah, a majority of them were on food stamp. And now they are now finding out, and now this man is coming out and saying, oh, we need your help. We need black folks to come and help us. You guys are the only ones that can help us. This was the same thing that some Latinos were doing, okay, during this deportation. A lot of them come out and say, oh, we have seen it that only black Americans can help us in this time and all of that. Like, what are you guys even saying? Okay, well, let's take a look at the comments of this video. Okay, so someone said all this long, they, according to them, we have never existed. Why are they worried now? Okay, why are they calling us on us now? And yet they still don't want to pay us our reparation. Yeah, no kick rocks, but when we rebuild, just leave us alone. Okay, how about that? Just leave us alone. No, this is not true. There were no signs, okay, supporting Black Americans on any King's Day protest. Like, why would they even think that Black Americans were everywhere, were concerned about their No King protest? They are the ones that are getting super affected, even though everyone is feeling the impact of their votes, but they are the ones getting super affected, because Black Americans have been there. They understand exactly what has been happening. They understand the games of politics and how it come back to, bite the people who voted against their own interests, and of course the minorities. Okay, and that was why they were screaming all along, telling people, do not vote for this, vote for this instead, and they still decided that they were going to vote against their own interests. And now they are now like crying out on the internet, and like, you guys be so for real. Okay, so another person say the truth is that most white people, not all of them, will fall for anything that DJT says. This is why we are on their big mess now, because of, okay, how they voted. This is the judgment of Esau, and we shouldn't help them at all. Okay, read the book of Obadiah. Anyway, this one said Black people are helping by staying to ourselves. America is already finished. The natural order will be restored. The earth will again rejoice. When it's time, if you know, you know. So leave us alone. Okay, they are now crying that Black Americans are super silent. Why are you guys not talking? Why are you guys not protesting? Why are you guys not saying anything about the whole thing that is happening? Well, this one said Black Americans already told the entire world that to do on November 5th 2024, we done with all of you. Now you will deal with everything. Okay, this world is near the end. Why would you people want FBAs to help you? Okay, we don't owe you people nothing, so absolutely nothing. Okay, sorry, but we, the people of the African descent, have received our assignments. We are closed for business and are not helping you out no more. So stop acting and leave us alone. Thank you. Sign, my ancestors. Good luck. Okay, anyway, they have always told everyone that this is their resting era. This is the time we want to stay on our own. We are not ready to, come help anybody, because you guys voted for this. This was what you wanted. So why in God's name are you not calling them to come out and protest when it was your own time, okay, for you to make the right decision? You said no. They are now forced to face the fact concerning their own bias, stereotype, and ideology towards others. Suddenly, the lies are exposed globally and their identity is in question. Now I'm good. We tried helping in the voting booth. Now you are to, get to reap what you have sown. My grandma just turned 97 in October, and her sentiments are that you all are your ancestors. Okay, no, we good. We popped out and handled business again November 2025, and now we back resting. So see you all in 2026. Okay, it seems that Black Americans are not even taking it this time. Like, they said, we done. Okay, reparations were paid after the Civil War to white slave owners and red native who owned slaves, not to the enslaved. So, guy, are you serious? Wow. Black people do not fall for their shenanigans. Black people, please do not get on this internet complaints about issues and your cries fall on deaf ears. Black people continue to stay down, and this is not your fight. The Black people know how to, strive and survive when things even get tougher. Well, we already know that, okay? Anyway, guys, let me know what your own take as well is. Okay, I'd love to read from you. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Credit to all creators on this video. See you all on my next. Bye, guys.